All right, so here we have a 2005 Nissan Altima. We have a exterior door handle that's broken. We're going to be replacing that today. What we need to do to replace that is we're going to have to pull the door panel off. So we'll get started doing that now. All right, so first we're going to remove our quarter trim. Remove our door handle next. We have to release a cover. All right, and that'll show a Phillips head screw behind it. All right, so we'll go ahead and just lift the rear of our switch panel up. Same with the front. Kind of keeping it square. There we go. Go ahead and take all of our plugs off. That shows us another 10mm bolt right here. Then we have another little access panel under here with another 10mm bolt. All right, so we're just going to make sure there's no other bolts around the perimeter. All right, so just go ahead and should just pop right off. All right, so now we have our cables, one for the lock and one for the door handle. Go ahead and remove those. We could have took our light off prior. I'm going to do that right now. All right. Now we have to remove this inner cover. Now this inner cover is also our window regulator, and it does look like somebody's been here before. We had a couple bolts fall that were just sitting inside the door panel. We can already see there was one, maybe another on the window. We'll have to see once we pull it out. The door handle is by two 10mm bolts, one on this access and the other one we can reach from out here. Now the other thing is this wire goes up to your door lock switch, the key indicator there. So it does have like a little hold down on the back side of the handle, so we'll go ahead and remove that. We do also have a rod clip that comes down to the latch. So we're going to go ahead and release the rod. Now we'll go ahead and take our two bolts out. All right, so there's a little tab you have to release. Oh, our rod went back in. Oh no, there's a second rod. There's another one of these rods where we have to clip off to the side and push. There's our other rod. Wow. That is pretty intense. All right, so there's our electrical on the back of our key switch there. We'll go ahead and remove that bolt. All right, so here you can see where one of our rod clips, so the end of the rod goes into the hole here, and then this slips over to lock it in so it can't move. One was here, one was also on the back side of the key switch. That one we did from the inside and one from the outside. So we'll go ahead and compare our new one that we got from Auto Parts Direct to You. Make sure everything looks pretty good before we take it out of the bag. All right. All right, if painting it was something you wanted to do, you would already have it painted right now to match the car before installation. But this customer, we're just going to go ahead and put the black handle in. All right, so we want to go ahead and put our key lock back in. Now we did have one little, let's see if we can reach it this way. This rod here is what's going to go to the back side of our key switch. We're going to go ahead and clip on our other cable. Okay. All right, so we have a couple ear here and an ear here and a clip. So I'm going to go ahead and clip it in. All right, so now we have it clipped in, nice and flush. Our cables are all hooked up. All right, so something we want to do before we go any further, make sure it's operating correctly, our linkage is right. So this would be the door closed. So once I open the handle, if I unlock it, then I can pull it out. So that would be the door latched. So now we know everything is functioning correctly. We'll go ahead and put our two bolts back in, holding our handle in. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and put the door panel back on, or the inner door skin. We're going to start by attaching our motor first. The next thing that we need to do is we need to get the track reinstalled to our panel there. That should be interesting. All right, so all we did was line up those little dowels there. Well, it looks like. All right, so that's the mount. We need to get our door panel, or our window track. We're going to go ahead and remove this speaker so we can stick our hand through there. But that bolt right there we just got back in, that was one of these bolts floating around. So now we need to do the same over here. And so now we'll just check our window operation. That's the only one we're still missing. All right, we'll go ahead and put our speaker back in. So the door panel, this is our first lineup. I want to make sure that we put our dew wipe back into the groove there. All right, so we pulled out our wire. We have our wires for our switch. All right, so we need to go backwards a little bit. All right. All right, we just pop our clips all back in. I'll go ahead and put all of our bolts back in. Okay, so now we want to make sure everything is working. Go ahead and roll our window down. Okay, so now we've already checked to see if it works. Now it's our actual. All right. So we're all set with this repair.